Immediately upon taking the oath of office, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. You have no idea.
One of Trump's signature issues this election is mass deportation, and he has repeatedly promised to deport tens of millions of immigrants if elected. Potentially one of the largest law enforcement actions ever taken anywhere in the world. And there's no doubt to me that there is the political will for Trump and the Republicans to back mass deportations. When the United States has pursued mass deportation in the past, even if they effectively removed people from the country, they were not able to stop people from immigrating to the United States. In the most comparable and largest deportation campaign in the 1950s under Eisenhower, historically speaking, the operation is seen as a failure. The reality of what a mass deportation campaign would look like is a lot more complicated than maybe just saying the words. That many experts take the view that Trump is unlikely to be able to pull something like this off. There are those, however, who think that you should take him seriously when he says that he'll do this if elected. And there are some ways that the president could stretch their powers to really exercise the full strength of the executive office. One of them would be declaring immigrants a national security threat. He would be able to act with more impunity, and courts have historically been more deferential to presidents in issues of national security. There's also the issue that Trump would be able to give blanket pardons. So say he deputizes law enforcement or has ICE round up people and deport them based off of this, and a court later comes in and says, this action was unconstitutional, you violated this law. Trump would be able to issue a blanket pardon to those people. The biggest obstacle to Trump's ability to execute mass deportations really depends on what happens in this upcoming election. If one or both houses of Congress are controlled by Democrats, it's unlikely he'd have the money to do this. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is not designed to carry out something like this. They don't have the resources. I saw a recent estimate indicating that it would be upwards of $315 billion. They would need approval from Congress to spend the money. Assuming Republicans win control of government, both houses of Congress and the presidency, the biggest check on his power would likely be governors of Democratic states. He has suggested using the National Guard. Governors are in charge of much of the National Guard. I think it's hard to imagine a Democratic governor going along with that plan. And you would need the cooperation of the country that is going to receive the deportee. The local elections can also have an impact on this issue. Your state and local law enforcement can essentially choose to not cooperate. If they need to deputize local law enforcement and local law enforcement isn't really willing to do this, then they're at an impasse in terms of finding the people to actually go and round up migrants.
And we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in a jail or kick them the hell out of our country as fast as we can.